expenses of the month of November and up until December 9th of 2003. So we're paying our bills for that month. Then we had a request for a tax exemptions. 3 different areas requested it. The first one being Liaison 1218, which is the Maison des Jeunes, which is situated on the boulevard on Thorn Avenue. The other one was for Les Bouts de Choux. And the third one was for the Société P. Gendreau. And with these exemptions, it's not something that we have 100% control of. What they do is they put in a request to the Minister of Municipal Affairs, and if they meet their criteria, then they're entitled to be tax exempt, and we more or less have to rubber stamp it. What we're hoping to do is to receive a tax exemption replenishment by the provincial governments. This is a system that is offered for the schools, for the libraries, for the hospitals. These people don't pay taxes. However, the government subsidizes them and gives us grants in order to make up for the taxes that they don't pay. And we're hoping that we'll be able to get that for these 3 other items. They've received them in the past, but we're going on another venue to try to increase our revenues. Our insurance renewal, also for the year 2004, was up, and it's nice to see that we will be benefiting from a cost decreased. Last year, our insurance cost us $95,500. Insurances for municipalities has gone up dramatically in the last 2 or 3 years, and this since this incident of 911. We received a letter in late December after the incident stating that our taxes went from $23,000 to $95,000, and because there was not much competition and because nobody wanted to insure municipalities, we had no choice but to go with them. However, what the conglomeration of all the municipalities did is they've formed their own pro-mutual, meaning that this is another company that's out there willing to offer insurances to municipalities. And by forming this mutual fund, it created one competition, which then turned around and sort of forced the other insurance companies to bring their rates down to a more acceptable level. Take in mind that we took off from $23,000, we went up to $95,000, but next year we'll be at $60,430. So it's a savings of approximately $35,000. That was a welcome number in our budget. The other thing that we've accepted at the meeting was the budget for 2004 for the Transport Adapté. The Transport Adapté is a service that is offered to the citizens of Témiscamingue and the Kipwa area, where it's the bus that Mr. Laurier Girard drives around, and this is for people that are in need of special services to be moved around in town. And the Témiscamingue portion to provide that service for 2004 will be $10,513, which is a number that falls into line with what we've paid in the past. The salary scale was accepted. The general employees of the town have a scale of a salary, and the way it works is they get their increases every year, judging upon the evaluation of their performance and the evaluation of the cost of living. And I think the highest one was 3%. We've also dedicated a person to represent us in this for the southern section of the Abitibi-Témiscamingue. There's a group out there that's called the États Généraux. Excuse me. And what the États Généraux do is they sort of study all of the different needs that are required for the area, for different services that the governments supply different municipalities. And in order to be heard, we have to have a person there representing us. So for the southern section, it will be one of the town employees by the name of Arnaud Varolin, and he will be going to these meetings and representing the southern part of Témiscamingue in order to make sure that we are heard when they evaluate different subjects that they bring up. Another budget that was brought up to us that we contribute to is the OMS budget. That's for the homes that are situated on Anvic behind Elm, Riordan, sorry, Marguerite Duville, and I forget the other one there, but it'll come to me later. Their budget was prepared, and the town's portion is always 10% of their deficit. In the past, the deficit runs around $110,000. Our portion would be about $10,000 to $11,000. This year, it is $14,508. But the reason of the increase is that they want to do repairs in the amount of about $35,000 on one of the buildings. And by doing those amounts, their deficit increases, and we pick up 10% of that. If they don't do the repairs on the building, then of course the number will go back to the traditional $10,000 to $11,000, and that was accepted by the town as well, as once it was all cleared up. So that's it for what took place at the meeting of December 9th. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and to remember that there'll be a lot of people in town visiting family and relatives and stuff of that nature. So just exercise a little caution when you're out on the streets and stuff like that. Thank you very much.